Alright everyone, welcome to another episode of Poncho's Paint Booth with me. There we go, that's me. And also, this is another episode of the small commissions where I'm not doing full paint schemes, I'm just helping friends basically meet a 3-color minimum standard for playing Warhammer tournaments, right? So, and it also helps me keep from wasting episode titles and such, because there's some of these models that I have myself and some that I want to do on my own, maybe in the future. I would like to keep that open. If you haven't already done so, go to the corner, like and subscribe to Multi-Murdy Media. That is a channel that you are watching right now. You will get this playlist, as well as a few other ones, including other hobbies and video games and podcasts, stuff like that. All my content. And if you stay tuned to the end of the episode, you will also get links to all these socials for Multi-Murdy Media and my website, which also has links to everything, including the audio versions, or the audio platforms for the audio versions of the podcast, the Jankety Ass Podcast, starring myself and my buddy Tom, at least at the time of this recording. And you will also get the model gallery of works that I've already done through various episodes of this very show. Now, let's see what we're doing. Let's see what we're working on today. In this commission, we're working on the Space Marines again. This time it is the Primaris Outriders. Did I configure my camera? I'm pretty sure I didn't. I will learn to do this correctly one of these days. God damn it. Come on. Oh, too much. There we go. Now, close out. Primaris Outriders. Basically, bikers. So these guys, I mean, it's pretty obvious what they do. They rev up and charge in and mess things up. Now, these guys, unfortunately, don't get a lot of play in the game because, for whatever reason, they maxed out the units to only 3 models, which they come with, which means that in a tournament, you can never run more than 9 of these bikes, which is unfortunate, especially when you consider that the normal bike squads can go up to 10. So, they don't get a lot of play, but they're still cool. There's a few steps, which you've already seen me do with some of these commissions, but what I'm actually going to do first this time is I'm going to work on some of the gunmetal elements. And you see that some of them have already been done by the client. So what I'm going to do is I'm just finish up on that by making sure to hit their chain swords, the buckles, which you can't really see. There you go. You can see them that a little bit, and then the exhaust vents on these guys. And that's going to be done with their gunmetal. And part of the reason that I'm doing that first is because I already poured it a little bit out because I was editing some other stuff. And before this dries, I want to go ahead and get started. Got that detail out of the way. Now we are moving on to some of the more interesting details, or I should say some of the more time-consuming details, and that's going to be to add washes. There's two, or shades, I'm sorry. There's two in particular that we're going to be doing. The first one is going to be the easier of the two, and that is the Quelea green shade. And what this is going to go on is I'm going to be using it to add the green to the wings on their chest tequilas here, and then also on the eye lenses. Excuse me. Wasn't a cough that time, which is good. I'll take a sneeze over a cough any day. The second color that I'm going to be applying is Druchii Violet, and this is the one that's time consuming, because this one is going to be used to pick out all of the basically like the not the ridges, but the crevices in the armor, both on the bike and on the body. More so on the body, but there's still definitely a lot of details on the bike. And let's see. Yeah. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but starting with the green shade, let's go ahead and hop right in. All right. Sorry, you did see I had to take a break in between these guys because I had some other stuff going on, but got our edges done. Our edges, our trimmings done, and there we go. Of course, I got to refocus the camera again. But as you can see, we got some purple details going on in there. And we got some green. Whew. Covering up the chest. As always, I'm going to let this sit for a while and dry off. And then we'll come back and finish up some of the details. Are you listening to this show and thinking, man, I'd like to start a podcast, but I don't even know where to start? Well, Buzzsprout has the answers for you. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting service that provides a number of valuable resources to help you on your podcasting career path. For one, Buzzsprout offers indefinite hosting of all your episodes and allows you to host as much material as you want, depending on the type of subscription that you opt for. Buzzsprout also provides a means for getting your show hosted to every major podcasting platforms such as iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, you name it. In addition, Buzzsprout also provides various means to get your show monetized through various sponsorship and affiliate programs, links to other paid hosting platforms such as Patreon and YouTube, and your own personal newsroom to learn all the tips and tricks for optimizing your podcast for the greatest return on your investment. If you're hearing all this and you're still interested, you can go to my link below and receive an Amazon gift card for starting a podcast hosting subscription that you'll receive on the second billing period of your podcast journey. Everyone has something to share, and there's no time like the present. Join Buzzsprout today. All right, let's continue on, shall we? So these Outriders, I don't really have a lot of details to do, fortunately, because well, let's see, I already did the gun metal stuff, so that's out of the way. What I do have to do is there are a couple things left. First, on the belts of these guys, I'm going to be applying matte black, and which isn't a lot. I mean, you can only see like half the belt anyway because of all the like the pouches and stuff, which, speaking of the pouches, those are going to be done with our hardened carapace. And since this is so little, I'll probably be able to do the cleanup afterwards as well. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get started with these colors. Okay. Quick details done. Show you here real quick so you can kind of see the belt a little. Well, yeah, you can't really see the belt at all. Maybe like a little bit in there. Yeah, there you go. That black stripe right in the middle. But more importantly, we got these like holsters and pouches done. That's just one. This guy's got a couple pouches. Saddled up. Still can't get the foot. There we go. That's a good spot. So I think since that didn't really take too long, I'm going to go ahead and do the final cleanup, which will consist of adding flat white and basically just using it to clean up all the areas where this wash or shade spilled over. Because, I mean, it's, ugh. You know, it's a liquid. It's not going to it doesn't stay in one spot. This, however, will. So this is going to take a while, but then we'll be completely done with these Outriders. So let's go ahead and get into it. That's it. The Outriders are finally finished. As you can see, we cleaned up more or less the lines, all the outlines and stuff, as well as anything that might have spilled over from the smaller details that we painted up as well. So they're all nice and finished and ready to ship off, I should say. Anyway, that's been another episode of Poncho's Paint Booth, Small Commissions, sub-episode. Once again, if you haven't already done so, go to the corner, like and subscribe to Multi-Murdy Media. That is this YouTube channel. Get all the stuff that comes with it. It's all free. And at the end of the episode here, you'll get the links to my socials for Multi-Murdy Media and the website, which has also the links and more. So check it out. You got nothing to lose. It's free so far. Probably will always be free, but I know I got plenty more coming, so stay tuned.